Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. Thank you for visiting my channel today. So I have brought along some papers. I am going to make this, where did I put it? It's probably under, yes. I'm going to make this fun envelope. It's kind of like a policy envelope in a way, but with a little different flip to it. I've probably seen them in DigiKits. I don't know. I actually got the idea from this. I purchased Billy razors and I was looking at the envelope because I have actually, if anybody would be interested in seeing how to do it, you can actually transform this into a really cute packaging for a gift. And I did that with one of my journals. I transformed it and made it into a beautiful little package. And I was looking at it today and I thought, you know what? I bet you I could make this same type of envelope for our journals. So I sat down and figured out how the cuts go, and hopefully I will be able to direct you good enough to do this right. I have not perfected my measurements, of course. I'm going to go ahead and say that we will measure, just because I guess it would help you guys out more than me. I'm not worried about it, but I want to teach you guys correctly how to do it. So I went ahead and opened one of these up and measured it. So they have their paper set at about 8 inches. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim off 8. I'm not perfect here, but I'm just going to run this up. I do have those polka dots to follow, so that helps. And I'm going to trim off 8, or like 4 inches. Okay, because this is a 12 by 12. Oh, what you'll need is your bone folder, your glue, some 12 by 12 or even 8.5 by 11 paper, and the 8.5 by 11 will work pretty good, actually. You will want to still trim like a 1/2 inch off the side, okay? But yeah, so we've got that, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fold, okay, up to about there. It's 3/4, 2/3 of the way, depending on what size paper you're using will determine, and how tall you want your pocket to be. When I fold this down, it's going to be about there. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that down like that, and it's, you know, I think it's relatively straight. I'm trying here. Let's see. I have a feeling it's not quite straight. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Go ahead and press that down. And then what we're going to do now, okay, this is when it gets a little bit fiddly, but you're going to want to measure in. Grab a pencil here. You're going to want to measure in about 1.5 inches on each side, okay? So, or no, 1.25 inches. I apologize. 1.25 inches. Okay, so I'm going to do a little line right there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and draw it to the edge so that I can make sure I get it right. And then on the other side, and if I had done that correctly, I wouldn't have had to worry about it. So I'm going to bring it down to the end, and then I'm going to draw a little line. And this is going to be cut away, and it won't even show, so you don't have to worry. But now you're going to fold the sides, okay? Go ahead and fold your side evenly to that line that you just made. And you're going to do that all the way up, okay? On both sides. I really don't know what to call these little envelopes. Like I said, they're almost like a packaging, you know. Oh, I went off on that big time. I saw myself go bad. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, so now we're going to bring it up, and you're going to take, okay, bring it up and in, okay? And now we're going to trim from the corner here across, and it's going to be, you know, a little corner right there. And then I use this. I know a lot of people know this trick. Probably all of us know this trick, but if I don't do this, I will not get it right. So I don't know about you guys, but that's me. And especially with something like this. I just barely started practicing this and decided to do a video. So if I mess it up, I so apologize in advance, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this upside down. Now we're gonna go in and you're gonna do, if you want to measure, I would say it's about a 1/2 inch, okay? From the corner, you could actually draw yourself a line on both sides, about a 1/2 inch on each side. Okay, all right, and you're going to trim that in, and then you're going to take it up, and you're going to cut this whole piece off. Now what I did was, to make it easier on myself, once I had done that on the first side, again, I used my piece on the other side. And as you can see, it's not perfect science here. I'm not perfectly even, but it'll be a little more even now that I'm using this. So you just trim this up. And I also recommend, I'm doing this with regular thickness, you know, the paper's like a copy almost. Well, it's that thinner scrapbook paper, which is fine. However, if you want a sturdier pocket, you are going to want to use a cardstock. You know, you're going to want that thicker, which the other 2 pages I have with me are thicker. Okay, so now you can throw that away, and this goes up, and you want to make sure when you fold these sides in that this folds up. Okay, so far so good. And now I'm going to come in on this side, and I want to make this at an angle, and you can even, I mean, you could even round it right here. I'm not super good at that, so I'm just doing mine at a sharp angle because I'm not super good at that. But you're gonna cut until you hit that corner, okay? And then you're gonna round it off like that. And what I did again was I used my paper as my guide, okay? And this side's a little bit fiddly, but it'll be okay. And if you're good at cutting those rounded corners, all the better. That's just me, I'm not. And I wanted to make sure that I got this angle as close, you know, as I could to the other side. It's not rocket science, but you know, it looks nice if you can get it as close as possible. Okay, and then you just take that. Now for me, this is where I get fiddly. I flip it around and then I use my curve because I'm horrible about these curves. Is anybody else good at them? I am not. Now see, by this paper you can see that even though I measured it, I'm still not perfect on my measurement. And I told you guys, that's why I don't like to measure, is because even when I do measure, it's not right, not really. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue it. So I'm gonna make sure everything's pressed down. Bring this up, okay? And as you can see on the inside, you could even use a glue stick here. It's about, there we go. There we go. Now, I probably went up too far because it doesn't, yeah, no, actually it's okay. All right, and there you go, you've got it. And now we can do, like, you could do a closure, like a policy closure, or you could do Velcro because it does go far enough down to hold it, or you could do a baker's thread, you know, or any kind of thread, and you can close that off. But you've got a nice pocket that'll go inside your journal. Let me get a page. I want to see real quick. I did not test this. Sorry guys, I'm just reaching back behind me here. I just want to see. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's still a little bit too wide for my pages. So what I'm thinking is, instead of making it 8 inches wide, I would probably want to do like 7.5, and then that way that would bring it in when I fold it, and it would be, you know, coming in on my edges like that. Okay, so I'm gonna say that width should be about 7.5 inches for our purposes, because most of us end up doing our journals with, you know, our 8.5 by 11, unless you're using an A4 paper, you know, if you're in the UK or something. But yeah, that would be a better fit. okay? But as you can see, these are cute, and then, you know, you've got them on your page. And I'm just trashing this one because I know it's too big. But yeah, so there you go. And let's do another one real quick and see. And I'm gonna make this, it's not gonna be like a long video today. So I'm gonna fold it up about 3/4 of the way, okay? And then, like I said, we're gonna measure it at about, we're gonna measure it at about 7.5 inches. And if you're using paper that is going to have writing on it or something, you know, you've got to have it in the same, you got to have it in the right direction. What I did with this one was I made sure that when I folded it, I laid it on its back the right way up, okay? I mean upside down. And then I folded it up so that this part, you know, would be with the writing and with the butterflies, because I knew I was going to glue the back side to the page, okay? So go ahead. And this part can actually be used as well as an envelope for your journal too. So yeah. All right. And then we're going to bring this down, make sure it's even this time. And now, as you can see, my cutting was really bad. Look at that. That's bad cutting. Bad cutting. So I'm going to trim a little bit of that. You know, I guess it really doesn't matter because it's going to be tucked in, huh? Yeah, this side's going to be tucked in, so it's okay. I'm not going to worry. Yeah. And we're going to take it over, like I said, 1.5 or 1.25 inches. So I'm leaving it at that measurement because of how wide it was. I want it to be narrower. I mean, if you want it to be wide, by all means. But for me, I want it to fit inside of my journals like that. So, okay, and then we're going to bring our fold over. I could even do it like this and then fold it back in so you guys can see. I'm bringing it to where that pencil line is, okay? This paper is so thick. I love this paper though. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. The design on it, it's that haberdashery, I believe, from Hobby Lobby. The Paper Studio. There we go. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I just love it. It's probably my favorite, or in my top favorite pads of scrapbook paper, I would say. I've used 2 of them, let's put it that way. Yeah. Well, I haven't used them up, but you know what I'm saying. I've bought 2 of them. Yeah, see, this is going to be much better, the width, much better. So, and we bring it up again, like I said, fold it in half. And then you're going to do a cut right here in this corner. Don't go too high. I did that earlier and it's not good. You just want enough of it off to, because if you go too high, when you fold this up, there's going to be like a gap and it's obvious. It doesn't look good. So we don't want to go too high. Okay. Open it up and go upside down. Now I'm just going to eyeball this. I know. But I am, because that's me. I'm going to take it in about that much, and then I'm going to go up. But remember I said it's approximately 1/2 inch or so. Okay, and then I'm going to use this side. I don't really think it needs measured so much on this side. You just kind of approximate, you know, where you want it to come up at. And then again, don't go up too far, but once you're using this as your guide on the second side, it's not going to be too big a deal. Now this side is, yeah. Trim it up, straight up the edge. Try and keep it as straight as possible. Do better than me, you know, mine are always crooked. I'm gonna get rid of these. So let's see, once we fold it in, yes, we're covered. Looks good, looks good. Now we're gonna do the top. Now we're gonna do the top. This is the part that I have a harder time with. Go to that corner and curve it around. Okay. And then once we're done with these, I will decorate one so we can see how it looks. I was kind of thinking to use some more of the Tim Holtz like I did in yesterday's video. I really did enjoy working with that stuff, so might as well use it as a backdrop on some stuff. That's the way I figured it. Okay. And the hard part, the curve. Maybe not for you guys. For me. The hard part for Tara, okay? See, I didn't curve it. Sorta. Anyway. Okay. Now when you're gluing, make sure, oh, and this is something I didn't do on the other one that's kind of pretty, is I cornered it and it just made it look nice. See? So when you bring it up, make sure you don't bring your glue past that point. In fact, no, I think it's okay. Just make sure your glue is, I think I'll use my art glitter just on this one. This paper is a little bit different. Go down. And like I said, don't take it all the way up because it will, you know, you'll, oh, like I did, you'll end up having a mess. That's my point. Okay. Not bad. There we go. Get my, there we go. Isn't that cute? A nice little envelope for our journals. Now if you want, you of course can decorate both sides and use it as like a tuck-in, or you could use it as a floating pocket envelope and just keep it in there with a, you know, a cute little paper clip or something, you know, and that would look really cute. So yeah. Let's do this last one. Okay, so we're going to fold it up about 3/4 of the way. And I'm going to do my top. And I'm going to try to do this even. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, we gotta cut. Don't forget that. Or it'll be way too big. Okay. What do I do with my pencil? There it is. Alright. And I said 7.5, right? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how straight I can do. Maybe I'll do it this way. Should I cut it? Maybe I should do let me grab my, oh, and guess what I got? I got new at Walmart yesterday. They had them on sale. I couldn't believe it. At least at my Walmart. I don't know if they're on sale everywhere. But I got me a new cutting mat. I was so excited. I got 2 of them actually because it was a really good sale. And now the one that I messed up and warped, I can, when I want to burn, when I want to like put something, you know, where I'm going to burn it or whatever, I can just pull that out and yeah, that'd be awesome. Because then I don't have to worry about messing it up. So yeah, I'm going to just take this and do it the right way. Look at me guys, I'm measuring, I'm obeying the rules, the little rules we have. Okay, I didn't think so. Take it down again. There we go. Oh, it's still not there. Shoot. Here we go. One more time. Ah, perfect. Okay. Get my lid. You know, we don't want to leave this off. All right. So yeah, again, this is like an awesome envelope in itself right here. Just glue these sides, put you a policy closure, some baker's twine, or like I said earlier, put some Velcro. I like to use Velcro as well. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so we're good. Now I'm gonna move this out of the way. Back to my dirty little, this is that new one I just got. Look at it. I have really been doing some work on it, haven't I? It looks awful already. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're gonna do the folds. You know what I was thinking? I don't know how much it would work, but I was thinking, Tara, do this right. Okay, 1 1/4. And 1 1/4. Okay. Yes, what I was thinking was if I used my ruler to hold it there and just kind of, that might be an easier way, especially with this thick paper, to fold that. And I think I'm right. I'm sure that I'm not the first person to ever do this, but it just came to me to use it. I know. Sonia, I know what you're saying. Turn it over so the cork holds it and it doesn't slip. She's right. My friend Sonia, she told me, you know, if you used it with the cork side down, it wouldn't slip like that. All right, there we go. So, okay. I hope you guys like these. I've never seen anybody do these particular pockets. I have no idea. I mean, I just, like I said, I was looking at the Billy thing, thinking that I would show you guys how to what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? I just said it. Transform. Thank you. How to transform it over into, you know, a really cute gift package. And then I was looking at it thinking, maybe I should just make that and as an envelope. It'd be fun for the journals. So we're gonna make sure this is right. Okay, so far so good. We're gonna turn that down. Here we go. First side, like I said, go into the corner about 1/2 inch. Okay, and then cut straight up. Take this side, put it here. All right. Snip. And then straight up again. They're actually pretty easy. They're a little fiddly at first, but once you do a couple of them, they get easier. So yeah, there we go. Perfecto. Now let's do the top. Go to that corner. And get in there and round it out just a little bit. I think I did that one a little rounder than I have the others, but that's okay. You know, I'm going to try and see if it's easier for me to cut this first and then come up from the top. It might be. I think it was a little bit easier to do it like that. As long as it comes out right. Oh, I tore it a little bit. There we go. All right, and get our glue. Now, oh, you know what? At this point, let's do something real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put down a little bit of this on the inside because I think that would look pretty, okay? So I'm going to do like that so that it's on the top as well, okay? Let me trim this off here. I don't know. I just thought it might be fun, almost like, did I not get it wide enough? Let's see. I did. Okay. I just thought it would be kind of fun to have that in there, and when you open the envelope, and you could also use book pages, you could use digis, you could use magazine pages. I mean, anything you really want. It's up to you how you want it to look, or you can just leave it plain. You know. But yeah, just making sure. Oh, this is cool too. This stuff actually comes off of here without tearing, which is shocking. I've had to lift it multiple times now. So, trying to get that as even as I can. There. And because this is it's an envelope, it's going to be closed up, so nobody's going to see. I was a little crooked, but it's okay. Nobody's going to actually see inside of there, except for that top portion. So, yeah. Just trim that, and then come on the back. It's easier to see where you're going to trim. I'm going to push this over so that I can. Oh, there you go. I can actually trim that part off. Okay, and then my hand's not big enough to hold it. Look at that. Oh well. There we go. And trim that. I just love this design on this paper. I think it's so pretty, and I think I just used my last piece of both of those. They're like my favorite in the whole pad. I think those were my favorites. All right, so that's kind of a cool looking inside, and like I said, another really neat thing to do would be, of course, to put some book page in there. But see, looks awesome. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I think I'll stick with this. It's working okay. I'm sure it'll work fine. You don't want to go all the way over to your left or your right, because of course this thing is not going to cover all the way. Okay, hold this down, press it, and then just kind of rub it. If you've got some glue there, you want to make sure and get it up. Okay. There we go. There we go. Isn't that sweet? I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Got a little piece right here. Okay. All right, now, let me see here real quick. I had some stuff. I've been Tim Holtzing this weekend. I have got these. I don't know if you guys saw these before, but I think they're really pretty. And I was thinking that would make a beautiful pocket on the front of there, or one of these would. Let's see, what all do I have here? That one is so pretty. So pretty. Oh, they all are. Gee whizzle sticks. Yes, that is a word from my childhood. Gee whizzle sticks. Whizzle sticks, yeah. My friend, my very good high school, elementary, junior high friend, Susie, used to always say that. And so, yeah. If you ever hear this, Susie, I love you. Let me see. I'm looking. I want to make sure and get. Isn't that cute? I love that. I know it's just something silly, but I just love it. I think that's so cute. It won't fit there, but I just wanted to look at it. All right. Let me see. I was trying to find. I think what I'll do is put. See, I'll show you what I did on this. I had done a stamping. Oh, you know what? That would be cool. That's what we'll do. Okay, let me just grab my stamps real quick. The ones I used here, because I really liked the effect I ended up getting. And I think, not that one. I think this would look really pretty if I can just find the right one. There you are. Okay, so here's what I did. So I have never done this before, and I don't know if everybody else does do this, and it's just something I missed. I don't know. But what I did was I took my clear block and I put this on here, and then I chose my ink I wanted to use, okay? And where's my green? I'm not seeing it. I've got my drawer all jammed up over here. My inks are just not good right now. There we go, I found it. I think this would look good because it's a subtle green and this is kind of a subtle red. But anyway, I took it like that and I stuck it on there, and then I put the ink specifically like where I wanted it, okay? I just had never tried doing this, and it actually worked. I was shocked that I was able to to get it to work, because I thought for sure I'd mess it up. Now I'll probably mess it up because you guys are watching me, but it worked on here, so I'm gonna try to do it again. I'm gonna try, but you can see through it, so you can kind of see where to sit your ink. You know, you got to be quick about it because you don't want your ink to dry, but yeah. Let's just give it a try. I don't even know if it'll show up that great on the paper, but it might. And if it does, it'll look pretty. Okay. And I'm going to put it here. Okay. Make sure I have a tendency to not get every part, so I'm just trying to make sure I do. Okay. Okay, it's not super dark. And see, I didn't get all of it right there. You can see right where I didn't get it. I tell you, I'm not, it might be my area here though. Yeah, I know, don't go over it again. I'm stubborn though. I'm gonna try to hit by these flowers right here. If my dog barks, I apologize. My husband just opened the bedroom door, and she might, because she gets protective. But anyway, and then I was thinking that I could put a pocket right there. Okay? So, hi honey. My husband just came in the room. So, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this here. And I have not tried this with this particular glue on this paper, so we're going to see how it works. This is a test run, okay, you guys? And if it doesn't work, then we'll know for the future reference, right? But for right now, I think it might actually. Okay. I think it's working. I know I used it on the other thing, but I did it like all of it down. I didn't do just the sides, but yeah, I have a nice little pocket there on front of this. And this one, because I went ahead and decorated the back, and I'll do the front too, or the back and front, I'm gonna use this as a floating envelope, okay? But yeah, so there's that little pocket, and then on this side I can go ahead and I'm going to put these up real quick because they're in my way. Here we go. This is Tara being clumsy. There's that. I'm going to set this aside, and I think I used these guys yesterday. I don't know, they might be too big for this. Let's see. I do have the smaller ones to my left. Let me look here. Let's do a quick, okay, let's do a quick little collage on the front. Let me see. Those guys look cool. And I'm going to do what I did before and just darken them a little bit and then rub on them. Okay? I did that yesterday. It just gives them a little more vintage feel. They're so black and white. It's kind of stark looking, and I don't really like that look so much. Now, I thought I had some reds in here. Let me see. Yeah, I kind of like this, so I'm going to tear this down. This will be a backdrop for these guys. This is like my Tim Holtz weekend, huh? Okay. Do a little bit of distressing around the edges. Get rid of that white. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on the back here real quick. And sit that down in the center there. And then I'm going to put, let me see, looking for my Tim Holtz stuff. I had and this is all just kind of a little collage I'm building around these guys to be underneath them. I realized that most of the decorating I do, I don't know about everybody else, but most of the decorating I do is a form of collaging. I like collaging a lot. So. Okay. And yeah, let's use these guys. Now this card, this looks nice. But we do have to age it. Looks too new. Maybe even take the scissors and do a little roughen up around the edges. And I want to darken that whole thing, but I don't, of course, want to make it. Okay. In fact, I'm going to really age it a little bit here. And there we go. Right. Okay. And that's going to go like right here. If you guys ever want to make anything look really old, you know, crinkle it up and then take your distress ink over it and, you know, draw on those lines really lightly. And yeah, it gives you a nice effect. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and get these guys down. And I'm not going to do closures on these because I really don't know how I'm going to use them completely yet. So it'll depend, you know, what I decide to do with them. But yeah, I got a little bit of glue on there, dang it. Okay, and there we go. There's our guys. And then on this side, I would put, I'm going to make like a little pocket, I mean a little card, journal card with probably some more, you know, guys on there and stuff. But yeah, that's our little envelope. And I hope you guys liked them. Need that one, and this one didn't turn out as well, so I'll probably pitch it, but these two guys will definitely work. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll come back and see me again tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, is Mass Monday, so we'll be making something in mass. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day, and thank you so much for coming. Bye.